And the name of the movie Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow has changed. It might seem silly, but it could also mean a change of attitude at DC Studios. After the break, I'll tell you everything. Hang in there. Hello, Pop Culture Society, we're back! Let's talk once again about details from the interview given by James Gunn to Rolling Stone magazine, where he talked about a lot of cool things. Among them, he announced the change to the movie Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, The Woman of Tomorrow, which was the comic book where James Gunn drew influences to suggest this project. The movie is already filmed, it's in post-production, on schedule, on time, nothing is bothering, there are no signs of reshoots, no signs of production problems, very few leaks, Jason Momoa as Lobo, and the movie is doing well, it's moving along steadily. Well, just like Superman did. By the way, Superman also changed its name. Superman was called Superman Legacy, The Legacy of Superman, which already gave an idea of what the movie would be about. And James Gunn decided to remove Legacy and leave just Superman as the name of the movie. Now with Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, he does the same thing. He drops Woman of Tomorrow and leaves just Supergirl. Why is that, Fabricio? To save characters? To use fewer letters there on the cinema's facade? I don't think so. I think it could mean a change in attitude and optimism. The late Saudoso in DC. Because when you remove the supporting name from the movie, you focus on the character. You concentrate on the character. You trust the character Superman. A movie with David Cornswet, directed by James Gunn, also written and produced by him. So far, unless a disaster happens, which I don't know what could cause it, it's a box office success, no matter if it will pay for itself. That's not relevant right now. The important thing is that Superman should debut with over $100 million, which is already a hit. If it opens with $150 million, wow. If it opens with $170 million, wow, 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 wow. Krypton. Because the movie is doing really well. All the reviews, all the anticipation, everything. The predictions from specialized websites indicate box office success. And it's a movie that's going to make an impact. In other words, James Gunn nailed it with Superman. And like I've been saying here on the channel for at least 6 months, James Gunn can't fail with Superman. And Superman is going to show future paths for his DC universe. If the movie flops, it's over. Chaos everywhere. Papers flying, naked men running out of a burning sauna. If Superman flopped, it would be a huge problem. Because all the goodwill toward James Gunn would be gone. This whole story about freedom, about having initiative, about having sovereignty over the direction and creation of the DC universe would be over. That familiar panic we know would hit, the kind that happens at Warner Brothers Discovery, and a bunch of people would show up to try to fix the DC that International Electrotechnical Commission is. Now, if Superman were just a reasonable average success, James Gunn would get more time. He would get more time. He could develop other projects. He would get support, backing. He would show that the path is right, but it's just beginning. That the next movies promise the building of a universe, the building of a fan base, of kids who will grow up with these characters. And that the direction was correct. This is the second scenario. Now, in a scenario of absolute success, it's a whole different story. Not only is James Gunn on the right track, but he's totally right, and now he'll be able to do whatever he wants. He could even kick out Paulo Baraka, and he's already hinting at that in his latest interviews. Notice that at first, he was a bit shy. Announced Superman Legacy. Okay, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, a Green Lantern series, then a bunch of B-list stuff. talked about Critic Commandos, Waller, Booster Gold, there was a Batman, Brave and the Bold, which was still a very superficial concept, a Wonder Woman story that wasn't really about Wonder Woman's Swamp Thing. They were projects that weren't too risky from the point of view of dealing with important DC characters. Everything had a subtitle, everything had a little explanation, a bit of support, a comic book reference for you to follow along. Oh, Brave and the Bold. Oh, the Man of Tomorrow. But now he's already admitting that he cancelled projects. Maybe Waller got scrapped too. Maybe this Authority one got scrapped too. And James Gunn is cancelling these alternative projects to focus where he needs to focus. Because now he has the clout for it. He has the authority to make changes to Wonder Woman, to make changes to Batman. And he said in that same interview that he's developing Wonder Woman and Batman at full speed, full steam ahead. He had never admitted that before. And now he admits Wonder Woman and Batman are coming. I'm developing these two projects. I'm personally supervising them. We're not only at the beginning of a script for Wonder Woman, but we're also at the start of developing who will be Batman in the DC universe. Wonder Woman and Batman are coming, and Supergirl, just being called Supergirl, shows total confidence in the character. You don't even need a subtitle. Just saying Supergirl, and you're like, oh, I already know where I am, I already know where I'm going. Because he already knows Supergirl is going to be a hit. He already knows Superman is going to be even more successful than expected. He already has that information, which is turning into bets for the future. So he doesn't need to hold back talking about Golden Gladiator. He's already talking about Batman. He's going to talk about, oh, Swamp Thing. He's going to talk about Wonder Woman. He's going to move the first line that was in the background. Until now, he put the heavy hitters up front. If something has to go wrong, it's the heavy hitters that will go wrong. And now that he has credibility, he'll have the autonomy to make changes, and that's when he'll be able to move important pieces in this chess game. So see how things are being built. I think Supergirl changing her name, which seems like a trivial thing, is just another move. That's positive for DC Studios. And you might ask me, so is Batman, Brave and the Bold, just going to become Batman? Maybe Batman and Robin. Because Batman has Matt Reeves the Batman. So I think that would conflict. So if Batman isn't Brave and the Bold, it could easily be Batman and Robin. Which I think works really well. For this concept, for this universe that's being created. But let's see what happens. What do you think? Write it down here in the comments. I'll be back soon with more pop culture topics. After the intro, some channel options will appear for you to click and stick around with me a little longer. See you later, see you soon, see you in a bit, bye. And that was another episode of 4 Things. The channel has at least 3 videos every day from Monday to Sunday. If you liked it, here are some more suggestions for you to watch. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell for new updates. Thank you very much, see you next time.